Just assume we're not playing next weekend.
Okay.
If everyone's free and I feel
I
up for it, I might offer.
okay. I'm now on with my Twitch stream. We're live.
Uh, Hello, Twitch.
Hello.
I'm DM Chris, and I look forward to sharing my game with you.
Yep.
So I guess
So
the assert. I guess we should have the characters introduce themselves.
all right. So do we have a place where our characters are at right now? Is it just a regular tavern? Or a Japanese tavern in this case, I guess?
This is kind of going to be a fantasy, Japanese theme kind of game.
Okay, cool.
Uh, I'm going to say that right now you are kind of out in the wilderness right now.
Oh, sitting around a fire together?
I don't think you guys are together yet.
Oh, okay. So just go over our characters. So my character is Krizik Moontalon. He is a little kobold who uses a gunblade to fight. And he typically has his companion, Grolu Mercy. Because the kobolds in his tribe typically were given last names to go with the first trait they really showed, but Krizik didn't like his name, so he gave himself a different one when he was banished. Anyway, Ted,
Hey.
what about you?
Uh, Also, Ted, do you have a character sheet?
No, I do not.
Ah, that explains a lot. Yeah, sorry, if I knew I would have got you one sooner.
Fine.
For now, you can just put your token in there.
Okay, just find it. Go. I'll just use this one. There we go.
So in this world, I think kobolds aren't particularly common,
Are or aren't?
are not.
Oh, watch your. We're gonna meet an archaeologist, and he's gonna ask what our
What are
archaeological.
you?
And I'm playing Dai Ukan, a Tanuki Hearthkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
And I mainly fight with kitchen knives.
Sweet.
Are you playing that same class as last time?
Not a chef, but something of kind, almost the same vein.
Okay.
Similar kind of character, but different.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do not look up lore about Tanuki. They are weird.
They are. I tried to find one of the SFW pictures I could.
Oh boy.
The Japanese just have some weird mythology. Let's just leave it at that.
Yep.
Yes, we're not going
We're
for Dark Sanity, we're not going to get into the lore of the Tanuki.
and for the cleanliness of my channel, please.
That too. Uh, so the surrounding area is mostly human settlements. There are some elves as well as dwarves, but not a lot in the way of kobolds or even Tanuki. you would be considered yokai to these people, or basically yokai just means monster.
Oh.
Uh, that doesn't mean they'll necessarily attack you on sight, but to like most people, like, okay, hold on.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there will be some people who might just attack you on sight because they're that panicked or they just have a bad experience.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
So something to consider.
Yeah. Kobolds typically keep to themselves unless there's gnomes involved. Gnomes can die.
Those darn gnomes.
Yeah.
Traditionally, from what I remember, Tanukis are tricksters, but they're more of little fun pranks than anything malicious.
Okay.
Yeah. So Snookies are one of the yokai that kind of have a bit of a range to them. Like, most Tanuki are, will pull pranks or can be very jovial. Some might be the kind of like will sit down with you at the bar and be like, "Hey, having a good time." And then there's
Hmm.
others that will eat human flesh.
Uh,
So, you get the good and the bad.
hmm.
Yikes. Glad I'm not human.
Uh,
But I'm one of the good ones.
thank goodness.
Hmm.
Uh, so I'm going to ask you each to describe to me what it is like to wake up from your camp.
Okay, and we have separate camps?
Yes, you are out in the wilderness right now, in between towns traveling.
Okay, so my character probably wakes up and under a nice lean to he is constructed where him and Grolu have spent most of the night. Grolu would be keeping the last watch, perhaps looking a little tired, but he did get enough sleep. And yeah, they'd have a fire pit that went out hours ago.
Okay, then. What about you, Die?
Well, since Tanukis are shapeshifters and they can turn into like little raccoons, I pop out of a burrow and transform back. And then I start to make myself breakfast.
Is it one of those things where you pop out of the burrow, yawn, transform, and go, "Oh wait," and then like you stick your hand back in the burrow and pull out your knives?
Hmm.
Okay, I like
Uh,
that.
the best mental image. Like, oh right, that's where I keep my stuff.
And I always start my day with a nice pot of tea.
It is a pretty warm day today. There has been a light shower last night, so the ground is still somewhat wet, but overall it's nice. Now, kobolds, you are gonna have to be dealing with like muddy footprints all over the place. Uh, you are all minding your own business when you hear the scream of a girl or some woman.
So Chris will gasp and go, possible subject, and will just get up and rush off. Grolu will pause, sigh, and get up and chase after him.
I just have to reiterate the horror.
uh, for a little context, guys, my character is the leader of the currently only 2 member strong Holy Kobold Ascendancy.
I can't wait to find out what that means. I'm also terrified of it. But, normally as the GM, I would tell you guys where you enter in on the map. However, I'm going to ask you guys: will you be the type of person to take the road, or would you come out of the forest?
Probably out of the. Well, we wouldn't be too far from the road, but we'd still be in a campsite a good distance away. So, near the
Okay.
road from the forest.
All right. And what about you, my Tanuki friend?
I'd be kind of near the road because I'm also a traveling chef, so I'd also offer people like to sell people food and tea. Any of those who didn't run at the side of me, of course.
Okay. Uh, you both run up. Turns out you guys were not that far from each other. It's just like there was like a hill in between you or something. Uh, and you run up to see down by the river a young woman with three small creatures hanging off of her and trying to drag and push her into the water. So I'll reveal our first map.
Oh, and uh, we're playing with the elephant in the room, right?
What's the elephant in the room?
The P tags.
Feat tax. So basically, it simplifies a bunch of the feats that just make taking feats really messy.
Okay.
So like there is no point blank shot, but there is precise shot.
Okay.
Just makes it a lot easier to play the game.
Makes sense to me. So long as other players are good at it, I allow it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the scene. I'm assuming you guys are going to want to intervene.
Oh yes, definitely.
So if that's the case, I am going to ask everyone to roll me some initiative.
Does my follower go off of my initiative?
I'm going to say, for this combat, we're going to have him roll for his own.
Okay. Wow, Krizik not very fast.
Aren't you glad I gave him his own initiative?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I did the trade just so I'd have a better initiative.
Oh man, I not won my initiative. This it is typical for me to get bad initiative, but it's always funny.
That moment when you're about to begin combat and Roll20 goes, you need to load in your sheet.
Oof.
It slowly, reveals a d20 multiple times.
Actions. There we go. Yay.
Honestly, it would actually be kind of delightful if my obvious bad luck at initiatives shone through more with my follower constantly going before me.
It'd be really funny if you took the improved initiative feat and he still went before you consistently.
I'm planning on taking precise shot next. I realized that.
Oh.
I realized that.
Of course, the second I hit the reload button on Roll20, that's when the sheet loaded in.
Ah. Dang.
Curses.
Curses.
So before we begin combat, if anyone has a knowledge religion or knowledge planar, I will say you guys can roll that to try to figure out what these are.
20.
Okay. You would recognize these to be kappa, a very typical water yokai. Uh, they eat human flesh. Not particularly nice. Can be a bit comical. They have very hard outer shells. They have a little bowl on top of their head, which they want to keep wet. Uh, Weird fact is their arms are connected to each other, and if you pull on one, the other will sink into their body, like an accordion.
That is weird.
Kind of weird, fun little guys, but yes, they can be they can be a bit hostile as well.
Gotcha.
There we go. Finally.
Wow. 2 Kappa still go before me. I hope this encounter isn't over before it began.
So this kappa is simply going to attack.
Actually, Chris.
Yep.
Just let me check something real quick. I'd like to spend an immediate action before the Kappa moves over.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Liberating Command.
Okay. And that's an escape artist check, correct?
Yeah, escape artist check with a, I think... Sweet. I'll take it. It's a 22.
Alright. First thing I'm going to let you know is that Kappa are well known for their sumo wrestler ability, and so they're pretty decent at grappling. However, that is enough for her to escape the 2 grabbing hold of her.
Okay.
So the one still on the shore is going to try and claw her. Okay. Because those both hit, it's going to use its rake ability and make 2 more claw attacks.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, crit. Oh, please let her have some decent health.
So those all hit, and he's going to make a grapple attempt. So I'm going to roll the damage now. So she's going to take 15 points of damage.
Oh boy.
And yeah, she does appear to have some health to her, but
Okay.
don't want to do that a couple times. And it is going to attempt to make a grapple check. All right, so that is a 20 to grapple her. And that's going to do it.
Well, at least he had to grapple her and not, well, I guess the other 2 that have to re-grapple.
Right, so she is once again grappled after immediately being freed. All right. So the Kevin next to her is also going to do the same thing. Because let's just lay on the hurt early.
Yeah, this is kind of a oof.
Those 2 are going to hit. And those 2 are going to hit.
She did, yeah.
Poor young maiden who doesn't wear armor.
Yeah.
Only 11 there.
I'm really glad we go next.
Gorulu, Mercy.
He's gonna make a charge attack.
Nice. Also, I just realized, congratulations, Val, or sorry, Zart. Congratulations, Zart. You are not last in the initiative.
Who's? Oh, her.
That honor goes to her.
Yep. Can't do anything right. Okay. So he's gonna swing with his battle aspergillum.
Ooh.
For. Should I roll again to see how bad it is?
Yeah.
So 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, that is going to confirm the crit fail.
Okay.
So, before we talk about like what bad thing happens to you, really quickly, describe to the audience what an aspergillum is.
So it's one of those special that the thing they used to flick holy water on people. Except combat. So he could, if it's a demon, he could put holy water into it and then flick it and deal extra holy water damage.
Right. So, as I said before, the ground is pretty wet from the rainfall last night. So you charge over and immediately slip and fall face first into the mud.
Fair enough.
Or Golu does.
I wish I would have sent him to the other side, so that then the other Kappa could.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna be going that way.
Okay.
It's Dai's turn.
Dai charges here.
Oh.
Or, what is that? Well, I was right here, I believe. I can get there.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. And
The Tanuki man runs up with his kitchen knife.
Oh, right now, since I was making tea, I actually have my monk's teapot. Since it allows me to create any water and or liquid that is under 1 gold piece for, like, basically, like, create water.
So, question, is a monk's teapot a weapon?
Yes, it's an actual, it's called a traveling kettle. It's small
so
and
the runs out holding a kettle, ready to beat these people to death.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
Not since the battle pipe have I laughed so much at a weapon.
Yeah, we've got a couple of weird weapons here. And then we have a gun blade.
I miss.
Is that with the additional +2?
No. No, that was just, it'd still be +8.
All right. And mine would have been 13 with the... Yeah. Anywho, I just hope we got their attention.
You seem to have done that, if nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Hold on, I just realized that I made a mistake on these guys, and I put their health where their AC should be, and their AC where their health should be.
So, I'm not gonna ask how that changed. If that changed, well, did it change anything? If it's 8?
No, it didn't change nothing.
Okay.
This Kappa is going to look at Gorulu, and is going to try and clock him. Alright, so that's a 16 and a 7.
So one's a 6. The first one's a 16 total.
Oh, sorry, it's 21 total.
Okay, so the first one hits, the second one misses.
Alright. And I believe the way Rake works is he doesn't get the additional attacks if he misses with either one of his original attacks.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Alright, so you're going to take 1 plus 1, so 2 damage.
Okay. I will take that 1 damage. I have successfully saved the Mika.
Oh, wait a second. Not 7. 11, because you're prone.
Still not enough.
Yes. Rake requires 2 hits at least. Alright. Perzik, it is your turn.
Krizik, I get a -4 if I shoot this guy, right?
If you don't have the precise shot feat, then yes.
Okay, so Krizik doesn't want to shoot into melee then. So, he is going to rush forward, and take a point of burn to slash at this one.
Okay.
With his gun blade. 26 to hit.
That will do it. Give me a description of what your gun blade looks like as you slash at him.
So it looks like this little pistol thing. But as he swings it, he's able to. He apparently has a lot of momentum on it as he creates a large gash with it. But as he runs up, the bottom section, which is the blade, flicks up a little bit before he attacks.
Right. So this guy's going to take 12 points damage. That's a decent amount of damage.
Yep.
Also, because you pass your checks on Kappa, I will also let you guys know that Kappas are a creature with a well-known weakness, and that is their head on their bowl on the head on their head. If their head bowl is ever empty of water, either because their head is tipped back or you knock them prone, like force them to empty it, they become weakened. And if they stay like that for a long enough time, they may even die.
Good to know.
Okay. This young priestess will take her amulet, which is the amulet to one Amaterasu, and she's going to channel energy to heal.
Is she able to selectively channel?
She can, yes.
Okay, good.
So she's going to heal herself for 8.
Does Grolu heal?
Yes.
Okay. Yay!
And one of her special abilities is she can pick one creature that she didn't want to heal. Instead, they're going to be caught on fire.
Oh, water demon caught on fire.
And you know what? She's going to choose the guy directly in front of her. One creature takes a fire equal to the amount of control. So they need to make a will save. Or burn. From the holy flames. That is not enough, and this Kappa is just engulfed in fire. First blood belongs to the young maiden.
What? No, I got first blood.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
first kill.
First kill. Okay, fair enough.
My mistake. That's an issue with my wording.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm gonna use this red circle for my character's burn.
I put an X on this creature, and the X is gone. Oh, what? Can you guys see an X on this Kappa?
Yes.
Okay, well, your view is the one that matters. All right. The Kappa saw the young maiden burn their friend to death, By the way, he can't act now. So they're going to attack the young maiden.
Oh boy.
Because, you know, she can hurt them, heal you, and also she's the easiest target to hit. So that is 2 hits, followed by a 3rd hit.
At least it wasn't 4 hits again. Wow.
For a whole 6 damage.
Holy cow, they rolled bad. I'll take it.
To be fair, they're only D3s, but yeah, that's still pretty bad. Yeah, I think this guy needs to grapple her again. Okay, failed. Garulu.
So
you know what?
Hmm?
Actually, he rolled a 1. Hold on. Okay, never mind. You may continue.
So, which one's next? So, Grolu is going to cast Forbid Action on this Kappa.
Okay.
He is not going to be allowed to attack if he fails his save. I think that's
right. And this is a will save?
It's a will save.
Alright, so you get the +5 bonus to this, so 24.
Okay. Yep, that invalidates mine.
So you say, don't do that. And he goes, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
Then would you like to move or anything else? Or stand up?
Can I do a reposition maneuver? So, she doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity if I do a reposition on her, right?
Do you have the feet to do that?
I mean, he'd provoke attacks of opportunity, of course.
I mean, yes, you would provoke if you repositioned. Like, are you asking would she take it or would Grolu take
I'm asking if she would be in danger.
She would not be in danger if you try to move her.
Okay, I'm going to try to pull her out of danger and provoke an attack from this Kappa.
Well.
Oh wait, no, it's not my turn. My bad. Shutting up.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. But would you like Grolu to stand up?
Oh, I'm gonna make an I'm going to make an acrobatics check to stand up for Grolu.
Okay.
14.
That is not enough.
Okay, he's gonna get swung at then. But he's still standing up now.
Alright, that is going to be for 18 hits.
18 hits.
Okay. That is another 2 damage. But you are no longer prone, so that's
I just realized the first time you did that, I only -1 damage. Oops. But
it doesn't matter, it got healed.
Yeah, it all got healed back.
Die.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and attack the one in front of me and hope that I hit. Don't. Roll up.
Roll. Good. Okay. You swing with your kitchen knife and you hit its shell, which unfortunately is pretty hard, and you are not able to slice into it. These damned shell beasts. They're so shellfish. Is there any actions or movement you want to take?
Oh, let me check one thing. I want to see what action it is. Okay, I can't do that, so, no, I don't feel like moving.
That moment when you realized that Grolu was not at his full potential.
See, I was curious if you wanted to hop in the water. get that flanking.
No, that would be bad.
No, you don't like water?
Not really. And it looks like these are swimming creatures. That would be their territory of choice.
That is true. They do have benefits to be in the water. All right. This Kappa is going to continue to attack the young Mika.
Oh, dang it.
Take down the healer. And that is 4 hits.
Oh.
That is 43 plus 4. That is 12 damage, and she is down. Not dead, but down. Although she has fallen into the water. So,
Krizik is going to 5 foot forward, and he's going to touch her, and some of her wounds are actually going to close.
Hey, you can't heal the thing I just killed. No, stop that. That says the Kappa.
She heals for 7. Wow.
17 pretty good.
Yeah, and I do have to take another burn for that. I'm running out of burn.
Mika on her turn is going to cast Channel Energy to heal again. This time getting 13. So again, Goru's back to full immediately.
Yep. And
She
she's
heals
actually she's looking about the same she did at the start of combat now.
Yeah. And she's going to choose the cap to left to get burned with holy fire. And is going to take it. And that's actually a whole bunch of fire.
Ooh. Man, where do I train to be like her? Healing your allies and then burning your enemy. That's just awesome.
It's a cool feat she has.
Yeah.
Alright, Kappa is gonna grumpily attack her again. Hit, and then miss. Let's see if that last one. Yeah, that last one's a critical miss.
Oh.
First, we're gonna roll some damage.
So, this one's currently grappling her, right?
Yes.
Is it possible that he just slapped his own friend's hand?
I'm going to say that while this is flailing, he tilted his head a little too far, and the water from his head bowl fell out.
Ooh. Overextended.
If the water in his head bowl is empty, the Kappa becomes immobile and staggered.
Ooh, that is gnarly.
Because he hates this so much, he's actually going to spend his turn dropping prone into the water.
The rest of his turn, anyway.
Yep.
So, Grolu is going to try his battle aspergillum again with better accuracy now that I've classified him as a small creature. Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, that is not going to do it. Die. Your foe is on like laying down in the pool.
Does that mean, since he's prone, does that actually make him easier to hit?
Yes.
Yes, it gives you a +4 bonus.
So +6. 22.
That's going to do it.
Okay, then let me see. This one, no with this. Okay, then. That is. Slash roll. 6 damage. One of that is cold.
Double check something real quick. Papa have cold resist 5, so he's gonna take 5 damage. Ah ha ha ah ha.
Makes sense. They are water creatures.
Alright. This Kappa goes, come on, Death Dog, we want to eat your butt. Oh, whoops. That is a hit, and those are some more hits. Man, this 12 AC is really not doing her any favors.
Yeah.
I only have 2 more than her.
You only have 2 more than her?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
I mean, when your ACs are in this low, every +1 helps.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's 1, 3, 2, and 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 4 is 13 points of damage. She is doing poorly again.
Yep. So, Krizik is gonna take advantage of the fact that this guy is down and go after him. He brings his blade up, and you hear this sort of warbling sound as he charges up energy and then slashes down with his gun blade. With a +4 bonus to that.
You strike down, and its head tucks into the turtle shell right before you strike, and you hit the shell. Sadly, that is a miss.
Now that's just annoying.
It was very close, though. You cut some of the hairs off of his head.
Okay.
Alright. On Mika's turn, she is going to channel energy again, because that's what she's built to do. So basically, this entire time, she's been just praying. A good chunk of this time, she's been praying underwater.
Oh boy.
16.
Yep.
And she is going to burn the Kappa to her right, the one with the most health. Let's see if he saves. That is not enough, and that's actually enough to boil him.
Boom.
With him dead, it is Grolu's turn.
Grolu is again going to try to do a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just realized something. On her turn, she's going to have to stand up because drowning is a thing, so she gets a free attack on her. Okay, so she's going to take 4 damage, and then you can take your turn.
Okay. So yeah, Grolu is gonna swing his battle aspergillum. And he's just flailing.
Not the batter aspergillum. Die, it is your turn.
Okie the one that's left is the one that's not prone.
Yep.
That is correct. What is the one with the least amount of health? Well, besides the dead ones.
And since my kitchen knives technically count as throwing daggers, or daggers, and those are throwable, and he's 10 feet away, I'm gonna chuck one of my knives at him.
Do you have the precise strike feat?
It's
No.
a shot. So that's at a minus
So,
4 then.
which would be 14, so I assume that whiffs it.
So my question is, do you still wish to do that knowing that you can have a small negative? Because you can just walk up to him and stab him still.
I move all the way around, so yeah.
Okay. Without the negative, you hit.
Okay, then. Oop. Dang thing. I tried to
Please don't
go
step on Grolu.
over there and my thing just went that page. Okay, then. Slash roll. 3. And if I rolled one higher and got a 19, that would have been a crit. 5 damage. Oh, well, 4 damage because of one cold damage.
Okay. He is on his last legs, and that is actually low enough that he is cowardly enough to try and flee, so he will withdraw into the water and disappear from sight. And with that, we are out of combat.
So Krizik will say, "My lady," and offer her a hand out of the water. Though he's short, so why'd you go back over there?
All 3 of us are small, so I'm probably assuming, unless she doesn't have the strength, we're all 3 gonna need to pull her out.
You get into a line. Heave! Ha! Heave!
Oh boy, that's great. Yep, we're doing it.
uh, yeah, you guys. She was a little bit on her butt. She did try to get up, and mostly succeed on that. So it doesn't require too much effort. But yeah, you guys pull her out, and she'll say, "Thank you so much. I don't know what I would have done without you."
You're most welcome.
All good.
But it looks like you're still hurt.
Oh, I can tend to these injuries fairly quickly, and she will put a hand over her injury, and she will cast Cure a Serious Wound.
Dang. We may have the strength in numbers, but she's high level.
She has a couple levels on her, but she was not made to fight.
That's fair.
Oh,
At the very least, she's not meant to fight, most combat.
if that doesn't look like it full heals her to full, I will give her, I will touch her and as a full round action give her like 5, 6 HP.
Alright, she was down 4, so that fully heals her, and she'll like, "Aw, thank you."
You're welcome.
And she will put her hands together and give a nice deep bow and say, "Thank you, Master Tanuki. I appreciate your assistance so much."
You're most welcome.
Krizik pouts a little bit.
And of course, you too, strange yokai I've never met before.
I'm a kobold.
I've never heard of such a thing.
We don't get out much.
Well, it is a pleasure to be meeting you. These Kappa have been terrorizing this area for quite some time. I'm so sure the local daimyo would happily pay you for their heads.
Oh. Get right on that.
Sounds like an excellent idea, though it seems one did get away.
Uh, it is unfortunate that he escaped, but hopefully, with people like you roaming the roads, he'll think twice about attacking any helpless young maidens. She says, with kind of joking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did a lot of the work in that fight. Krizik
Yeah,
says
you did.
as he's sawing off the Kappa's head.
I hardly did anything. It was my goddess Amaterasu that saved the day. Um, but even with her help, I wouldn't have survived without your aid. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, whatever money the daimyo gives is all yours.
Okay.
Uh, but of course, you know, just paying for the slaying of these horrible monsters does not repay my debt to the three of you for saving my life. Unfortunately, I don't have much money on me, but I do have some gifts I can bestow upon you.
Gifts are nice.
Okay. Uh,
So Krizik hands Grolu the head, and Grolu just kind of sighs and puts it in his pack.
okay. She is going to gift you guys each one scroll. So she has a couple options. She has a scroll of Cure Serious Wounds, a scroll of Bold Strength, a scroll of Cat's Grace,
Excuse
a
me.
scroll of Purity, or Spear of Purity, and a scroll of Searing Light.
Krizik looks to Grolu and says, "I think emergency heals would be best."
Well, you're each getting one. She only has one of the Cure Serious Wounds. She does have some Cure Moderate if you want those instead of the other ones, but you know the other ones are just kind of more valuable just based on the fact that they're higher level.
Yeah. Grolu is going to take the scroll of cure serious wounds.
Okay. What about the rest of you? And
I'll take purity.
take the Spear of Purity.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is a scroll of Purity cast at 6th level with a DC of 17.
Hmm.
I think that's 3d8 unless they're like an evil outsider, in which case it's even more.
DC 17, you said?
Yes. And what was the last scroll you liked to receive?
Krizik's gonna go for one of the cure moderates, just so that they have extra emergency healing on hand.
All right. Are you sure?
I mean, what were the options again?
So there's a scroll of Searing Light, Cat's Grace, Bull Strength, and then Cure Moderate.
So what does searing light do?
It is a blast of radiant energy. It does 3d6, very similar to Spirit Purity, with the exception that it is extra damage against undead.
Oh, and it's a cleric spell.
Yes.
Krizik will go ahead and take it, but he's gonna give that one to Grolu, so because Grolu's the one who'll be able to cast him. More utility for his ally. So it was Scroll of Searing Light.
Cast level 6, DC 17.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of gotta give you guys context. If you don't like the scrolls, you can still sell them for 450 gold pieces each. Um, Now they are pretty valuable.
I get you.
Uh, she will then ask you, would the three of you wish to accompany back to town? I feel confident they'll be safe to return, but I would still like the company.
Sure thing.
I'd be happy to.
I would also ask that you guys roll a insight check or a sense motive.
Yay.
21 from Grolu.
You can tell she is telling the truth, but there is another reason and why she wants to go with you, and that is because she is concerned about how villagers would react to seeing you without her.
So Grolu will actually just kind of smile at this.
She basically wanted to come with you. She'd be like, no, 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 they're cool, they're cool.
Yeah. Let's see if Krizik has any idea.
I got a 28.
Yeah, no, you definitely know, Die. But does Krizik know with a 10?
No.
Yep,
Alright, you know what?
Krizik is
hold on.
appropriately clueless.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, Krizik is appropriately clueless.
I like this.
Yeah, and between him and Grolu is the voice of reason and will actually kind of step in and advise Krizik when he's crossing the line.
Right. When you guys get to town, there are a couple things that you notice. First thing that happens is this heavily armored woman rushes you, leaving the gate, and immediately tackle hugs the young man and goes, "What were you doing? Are you okay?" She says, gesturing to like her torn up clothes. Miki will say, "I'm fine, I'm fine. I was attacked by the Kappa, and these three saved me." And this armored warrior will respond with, "Well, I'm glad you're okay, but you really shouldn't be going out by yourself. It's dangerous."
Or at least wear armor if you do. She could have handled herself if she had armor.
Mia will say, "Oh, you're being too kind." Um, I mean, I was looking for the rumored samurai, and CG goes, "Listen, let me deal with that. You should be back at the temple. I mean, Lord knows what would happen to this town if something happened to you. You're the head priestess." And, she'll take a moment and solemnly nod, like, "Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone off of myself." Mika will give you all a bow and say farewell to you.
Krizik will give a little salute.
The other thing that you noticed is there was a faint smell of blood in the air and some sobbing. Sound of sobbing.
Nearby?
Somebody injured?
But yeah. Suji will, the armor samurai who will introduce herself as Suji will say, "We have some recently killed dogs."
Oh, That's not good.
Yes, we're unsure who did it and why. As far as we can tell, someone came to the kennels and beat the poor things to death.
Krizik's eyes go wide a bit, and Grolu looks a little more solemn upon hearing this.
Mika has given you her sorry, because of you saved Mika. I believe that you are not hostile and are good enough to remain in town. If you would like to try and figure out what's happening with or what happened to the dogs, I would be more than happy to pay you for your services.
Oh, speaking of services, Grolu. Grolu just pauses and then opens the bag to show the kappa head. We killed a couple kappas.
Mm-hmm.
Suji will say, I see. I will. You know what? I'll take those and I'll pay you right here. And she is going to give you 40 gold pieces for each of them.
Okay. So that's
And I'll let you guys to figure out how that's split.
So
me,
Krizik takes 40 and gives 40 to Grolu, and doesn't even look like he's planning on asking for any from what Dai was carrying.
Sorry, I'm a little. Maybe I misheard you. Did you take all the money?
No. So Krizik took the money from from the head Grolu was carrying, but was letting Dai keep the other 40.
Okay.
But like he didn't even consider asking for it.
Okay then.
And I still need to figure out some of the money stuff behind my character.
Okay. Well, that is where we're going to be ending for today's session.
All right.
Next session, you got a dog killer to catch.
Yep.
The most evil of all villains.
You don't beat up dogs. That's rude.
You don't hurt man's best friend.
Wait, how dare?
Anyway, I'll be back to chat a little more. Just gonna wrap up my video for a moment. All right, that's the end of today's session. Thank you for joining me. If you like the video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe. There'll be more. Thank you, and Sayo.